How to find deep offshore bass during the summertime. Step one, find a good topographical map and start circling areas on that map where you think bass may be. Now, I like to look for points, ledges, humps, any type of drop off that is outside of major spawning areas and also close to the main river channel. These type of areas will get a lot of current, and this is where you see a lot of bass living during the summer. Step two, go to the body of water and start graphing all these areas that you just circled. You're really looking for three main things. You're going to be looking for some sort of cover on top of the structure, like a brush pile or grass line, maybe a stump or a rock pile. You're also looking for the presence of bait fish or bass themselves. Now, usually, even if I find a really good piece of cover on top of structure, if I don't see some sort of bait fish or bass on my screen, I don't like to stop. It always seems like some of the best areas you will find at least have some sort of bait fish in the area. Step number three is the four lure approach to actually catching the fish. You're going to start first with something pretty fast, a deep diving crankbait, a swim bait. Make about 4 or 5 casts on that piece of structure that you just found to see if you can't get a reaction bite from the bass. Now, if you don't catch any fish, then move on to something slow, a Texas rig, a Carolina rig, a football jig, and drag it through some of those high percentage areas that are on that piece of structure. Now, again, if you don't catch any fish, throw something finessey, a Ned rig, a Nico rig, a drop shot. Sometimes these fish get really pressured, and the best way to catch them is with something finesse. Now, if you can't catch them on any of those baits, then I really suggest throwing something really big. A giant spoon or a big glide bait are some of my absolute favorites. A lot of times, if you don't catch fish on one of those first 3 lures, you will at least get some fish to follow one of the big baits. And if they follow the big baits, but they don't react to them, then really you maybe just got your timing wrong. And you can come back to that exact same area later in the day, and you might be able to catch that same group of fish on one of those first 3 lures. Now, if you do start catching fish on one of those first 3 lures, pay really close attention to what you caught them on and the exact depth that you caught those fish. Once you know the depth that a lot of fish are sitting, you can use that and look for other structure elements in that exact same depth range to catch fish all over the lake.